Most people in life are looking at how do I make a life worth living and a retirement worth having. I've been talking in this way for a long time. My Magic and Mayhem audio files have gotten a little bit more on the mayhem, of course, and on the magic. Eventually, I'll be telling those magical stories. My goal is to receive myself a new position, preferably one on radio, preferably one talking about God, and preferably encouraging those who are sort of struggling with knowing whether or not they have a faith or not to understand that there is a loving Father and Mother in heaven who are Lord above all things, that produce all religions, that really secure the world in which we live. I'd also like to have people to go ahead and give me a call if they'd like a spiritual reading. It's entertainment, and it's a way for me to make a living. You see, cybercrime hit my life, and identity theft too, and people have continued to lie, steal, and cheat me out of my property, out of my capabilities, and out of my opportunities at a variety of places that I have gone as a professional person looking for the networking opportunities to speak on not only cybercrime and how to handle it should it impact your life, but also how to live in poverty. Because the truth is, most people, no matter what their profession, no matter how rich they feel, do not have enough for retirement. It's true if you've involved yourself in some sort of a network marketing opportunity that perhaps you're putting away money for your retirement. Perhaps you're putting away that mad money. Perhaps you're putting away what we call mailbox money, where it comes to your monthly after month. But at some point, there's always a relationship that's involved. If you're good at developing relationships with a lot of people who really love you, like you, and trust you, then they'll stay on your facility. In other words, they'll stay on your opportunity. They will continue to utilize that product that is sort of a perishable. But if you don't have a perishable product, if you have a tangible product, it may not run as well for you. It's hard to say. Some people get in, they get out, and they go on. Other people continue on for a long period of time. Some people are founders of an organization, but they never really make it out of their box. It's not true that they grow over the course of time. They become from being a poor speaker to an excellent speaker to a great presenter, and they travel the nation for the company doing their thing and making millions. But they still leave a lot of people behind. They leave them behind because they don't believe in them. They don't try, and they don't build relationships with them, but they expect them to show up every once in a while, and we do. But the truth is, we're looking for a true leader, and a true leader knows how to serve. A true leader knows how to give, and a true leader says, even though I'm up here at this level, I'm going to step down and help you move yourself forward by helping you create a team, by helping you develop your life, and by helping you to live your life to the fullest ability. In my lifetime, I had siblings that hit my life. Anyone who is aligned with them in some way outside of my video channels here will be shocked to know what they've done to my life. But they have lied, they have stolen, they have cheated me out of my property, out of my possessions, out of my life, out of my metaphysical books, out of my religious, spiritual books, and out of a lot of things that I've created and made. At the same time, we know that the law enforcement in the land are getting hit for their ill will and their illegal behavior in this ridiculous concept of the blue line, in which they feel that they are holding back the mayhem of the world. That's not true. When they violate federal law and they participate in only local laws or opinions on the law, they literally put people in difficult situations. They put us into $10,000 in debt, and they literally don't think one thing about it. It's not their life, right? So why should they care about someone else's human life? We also have a great difficulty, a great problem with immoral and illegal people staying here beyond their college years, which they shouldn't be here at all, and literally going into our medical institutions and bringing in their foreign religions, their foreign concepts, and their total lack of regard for God at all. Then we have the full religious right of the medical institutions that are actually plying their way into our elementary schools. This is immoral. It is offensive to anyone who has a political understanding that we have the Human Rights Declaration of the world that says that we have the lawful right to choose who our people are going to be in our life and in our care. And we have the right to our technology that no one has the right to block, to steal, to infiltrate, to pretend to be other people in. And literally we have this problem right now with technology companies that are interfering with our lawful right to connect with other people. They're saying, hey, if you don't know that person personally, you can't meet them. That's a lie. That is a total lie. It goes against everything in the world with regard to our U.S. Constitution and the amendments that says that we have freedom of mobility. Those are different civil rights laws that have come into play. And I'm going to continue to do my best to educate people of the day, of the truth of our history. It is an abomination to take down old statues. We are a country that has grown, that has lived, that has moved on, that has grown from those things. And those statues are a reminder of the past, of our foolishness, perhaps, of victories back then. But victories going forward have nothing to do with the statues of the past. Victories going forward are people learning to live, to love, and to have liberty for all. not just for some, not just for a few. And one of the things that's going on in the black community is this concept of, if I give this impoverished person a few dollars, then during the night I can go and take something from them. What a lie that is. It is true that there are affluent black people that are very conscientious and very helpful and very wonderful towards the homeless initiative that I've been working on. At the same time, there are some people who are living just above the poverty line that are very generous and kind. But there also is a handful of immoral people that are taking advantage of our lives. They're testing all sorts of medications on us. They're testing us in their food. They're doing all sorts of illicit and immoral things. And those are things that a reporter sees who is living within it. In life, we have moments of time to tell people how we feel. And I have literally waited a long time to propose marriage to someone. Not at all. I've been proposing for the last several years, and that individual is such a fool that she has not been able to produce a real result. Is not true. That she has violated the Lord God's plan for her life and mine, and openly created an abomination in the world. Now, when I say this, it's my opinion, and underneath the First Amendment, I can render my opinion. But when you ask a person to marry them 16 times and they are too immature to show up and have a conversation, you have to wonder what's going on in their life and who's infiltrating their technology and who's preventing them from receiving those loving, kind words of, I love you, will you please have my hand in marriage? And openly, it's my lawful right as a man and as a human in this world to choose who I want to spend my lifelong days with. The violence in the pastoral community is that they are participating illegally and immorally, like the Catholics, in police enforcement, and that is wrong. It is true we need ministers to minister to our police officers who are vile, who swear, who curse, who womanize, and who literally lie about their rights in many people's lives. We don't have peacekeepers in this land. We have an abomination, is true. The Lord God the Most High is upset about this, and this is my video so I can render my opinion. It'll cost me, I'm sure. It'll be probably the next situation I have heard. But the truth is that in life we have moments of time to speak our truth. And I'm a reporter through and through. I went to journalism school for that, and openly my records have been violated by law enforcement officers on multi-levels, multicultural, multiracial, multi-age groups. And openly they violated my medical rights in that institution that they so-call a jail. They violated completely. And I expect the prosecutors of federal level to take issue with the immoral behavior, the unbelievable conduct, and the absolute inappropriateness of both men and women on both sides of the law enforcement spectrum that destroyed a man's life. Thanks for listening.